I'm here to deliver a very strong message to the cement and concrete industry. We need your help to avert a climate emergency. Your industry represents 8% of global emissions, and we need you to be part of the solution to the climate crisis. We're in a climate emergency because we've not done enough to reduce emissions. We've not done enough to adapt to the climate crisis, and we've not done enough to mobilize finance. We have a huge emissions gap. SETS tells us that we need to reduce emissions by about 45% before the end of this decade. Current climate commitments put us at a 14% increase in emissions. We have to focus on accelerating emission reductions over this critical decade. My message to the industry is threefold. We need you to focus on 2030. We need you to focus on what actions you need to take now and over the course of the next 10 years to ensure that we can be on track to keep the 1.5-degree goal of the Paris Agreement. Secondly, we also need you to be strong voices domestically in the countries that you operate, pushing governments to be ambitious, to have ambitious climate policies, but also to provide you with the regulatory and legislative and policy certainty you desperately need to make the large-scale investments that need to happen. And third and finally, we also need you to engage the developing world. We need more developing countries and companies from your industry operating in developing countries to have a seat at the table. We are in a climate emergency. Every indicator on climate is heading in the wrong direction. Emissions are increasing when they should be decreasing. Not enough finance is being mobilized to support resilience building and adaptation. We need all hands on deck. The good news is that we know what to do. We need to reduce emissions rapidly over the course of this decade. And we have many of the tools and solutions that can get us there. Renewable energy is 85% times cheaper than it was a decade ago. So my message is simple. We need you, we need your help, and we need your leadership to avert a climate crisis.